Good Saturday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. How's everyone feeling? Going to be getting on the road here in a few moments. We're going to be going out to the big toy drive that is going on this morning, taking place in Marion. It'll be a big turnout. I hope if you drive through the Marion area in the next little bit, you'll notice all the traffic. That's what it is. Once a year, they do their annual toy drive with the Marion Police Department. It's going to be big. It's going to be a lot of people there. So we'll be out there to help with that. And don't forget the parade. We'll be in that tonight in Marion. It's coming soon. Someone pointed out to me, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, your coffee, you ever noticed how they put the writing where it faces you and never away from anybody else for the logo for them to see? Anyway, someone pointed that out. How are you? It's cool this morning, 45 as we start our day, 27 for a low tonight. So if you're going to the parade, dress warmly. You're going to need that. It's going to be very, very cool as we start our evening. Let's see a few things that went on overnight. Let's start there and talk about that. The big thing that I know of, and we do that a boys is what I call it. A big thank you when somebody does a great job, and we go here to the Marion Fire Department. They were called. The alarms went off last night, and they reported to a structure fire to an abandoned building. This would be located on 26th Avenue. Once they arrived, the building was engulfed. They were truly, truly great men and women that worked for the Marion Fire Department. They were able to get 3 homeless people that were in the building out to safety. Now, I think as the going on and all, as they were putting out the fire, the 3 homeless people disappeared into the darkness, but they were safe. Is there a chance that the homeless people started the fire? Yes. We don't know that for sure. They'll investigate that. But at the end of the day, 3 lives were saved, and that's all that matters at this point. God's wonderful, He is. And as we talk about things being wonderful, as we shared this last night, late into the afternoon, I was on the eastern side of the county when I got the message something had happened. A sweet little girl, 12 years old, went missing yesterday. Callie. This was out in the Whynot area. Emergency responders went into action. Airplanes, drones, emergency management, Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, fire departments, all gathered to help locate. And it wasn't but about a matter of, 30, 40 minutes that this young lady was found. Wonderful it is. She was found safe. And we are so appreciative of that. She had her 3 dogs with. And I did put this thank you. I got a note from the family that said they just wanted to thank everybody for what they did, those that went above and beyond the call of duty to help. It is. It's comforting to know that there are people in our community that truly care, and they will. They'll spring into action. A big thank you to each and every one of you for doing that. As we look around, we did have an accident last night. I don't know the condition. I just know that there was an accident. I got a message from someone. This happened on Mitcham Bottom Road, just off of Highway 45. The Clarkdale Volunteer Fire Department had to get out of bed. They had to find their boots about 10:15, 10:20 last night and head out. A rollover accident near the Cefco there on Mitcham Bottom Road would be turned over. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department responded as well. As we were out and about yesterday afternoon, had a little small fender bender, not much to this, as we go to Highway 19, Chandler Road. As we all know, right there, that intersection, as you come down Chandler Road and try to get on Highway 19 can be dangerous. Nothing big, a little fender bender there that went on last night. Thank goodness somebody was hurt. It's always good on that. But that's a booger bear to get out of. It's early, isn't it? It is. Now, our next subject that went on in Marion would be an armed robbery. There's no other way to word it, a carjacking. And how shameful these things are that someone would do this. A man trying to make a living delivering pizza. Yesterday, I even got a note from his family members. Said basically his car is messed up. They stole his car at gunpoint, drove off, hot rodded it. Here's the scene of where all that went down is where they caught him. Pizza all strode in the road as they ran. 3 juveniles and another one arrested. Gunpoint. Again, the answer has to lie somewhere in the home to put an end to all of this. It's sad. We need for it to start at home to fix the big issue, I believe. I could be wrong. If y'all know a better answer, please tell me. But something's got to be done to deter all this as it grows nationwide and locally. But here's the story on that. And again, you can go to sammedia.network, read the whole story of where this started and where it ended. Thank goodness he wasn't hurt. If there's any good story out of that, I guess that would be it. If you're looking for a kitty, I know some folks that have one. Breeding Animal Control has a kitty here. This kitty was surrendered by its owner. They just couldn't take care of it anymore. I'm told the cat is house trained and it's pretty much like a pup. Let you know when it wants to go outside instead of using a kitty litter box. Well, there you go. If you're looking for that for Christmas, just in time, you could get that. We look around of things that go on. Let's go to Tupelo, Mississippi now as we look at headlines across the state. Every now and then, a employee that used to work for businesses do get bent out of shape. Well, they may have got terminated for something that they didn't like, which probably was the case here at Cracker Barrel in Tupelo. Former employee come back, busted out windows, beat up an employee's car, probably the person that terminated him. Felony charges now await for them as they were arrested and taken to the Tupelo County Jail. Not sure if it's the same place that Johnny Cash stayed, the cell or not, but that's where they got to go. We found out more. Our 2 police officers that lost their life this week in the line of duty in Mississippi as we go to Bay St. Louis. At first, we said the officers were shot and killed and the person committed suicide. As the investigation continues, we know that's not the case now. As the lady fired rounds at the cops, they were able to get off a couple of rounds before they passed away. It struck and killed the person, and they took out the assailant as they lie dying. They are also setting up a fund there to help pay for the funeral cost. One was 34 years old. The other was, I believe, 23 years old, a police officer. Both of these cut down in the prime of their life. I'm sure that we can get in touch. I do have an address here to the Southern Mississippi Planning Development District. We'll try to get all that posted, and I'm sure that the police department, Bay St. Louis, has more information if you would like to help these families during their time of need right here at Christmas. You just hate to even think of at a time at Christmas to where you'd have to be planning a funeral for someone that so tragically taken from you, wouldn't it? It would be. As we look around, let's go to Hattiesburg, Mississippi next. Good old Hattiesburg. They've arrested a young lady there. Why? Well, she kept returning things to Tractor Supply that were fraudulent. She's been charged with $60,000 worth of returning things that, well, wasn't rightfully hers. Whoops. Off to the jailhouse she goes. As we go to Oxford, Mississippi next, as we look around the state of Mississippi, we talk about this a lot of how these things can happen. A 26-year-old has been arrested, $30,000 bond. Arrested for rape of a juvenile. We don't know the circumstances or the story, but still, the headline kind of says it all, doesn't it? Here's something new as you go to Mississippi State, and a lot of you on the northern end of the viewing audience know where I'm going to talk about next. Some of you passing through the first time, you look at the sign and you go, what was that? Well, you enter Whynot first to that kind of confusion. You go about 9 miles up the road and you'll see a sign that a lot of people look at and they go, Shakalak. And they can't get it out. It's Sugarlock. Well, it looks as though Sugarlock is going to be getting a new town marshal. Yeah, believe it or not, police coming back to the town. Sugarlock Lumber is there and a lot of other things. But they'll have their own town marshal that kind of works under an agreement with the county sheriff's department. Young lady's been promoted to that. Congratulations. Maybe this will help with deter crime in the area. We certainly hope so. Hope to hear more from this as Sugarlock takes a step. Maybe it'll be something more can be done in local areas to help out police officers, the county sheriff's department in a lot of areas. But that's new. Congratulations to them. Stark Vegas. How many of you got kids that go up there? How many of you watch from that area? Starkville had a lady that went into a liquor store. She decided she wanted the liquor, but the problem was when she went to pay, she didn't want to. The employee stopped her, and, well, she took the bottle and hit him upside the head. It's kind of it in a nutshell. She did hit him. I'm not sure it was in the head, but you get the point. She's been arrested. Why do you want to do that? On top of that liquor. I'm sure this list here, as we look at things that are going on this morning, will be added to, but the bad weather that we had the other afternoon, so far, what we're being told statewide, at least 75 homes in the state of Mississippi received damage from tornadoes. 75 of them. Pretty strong. Again, this is our second leg. It's not over. Hopefully it is. But we still have a chance for some severe weather before it's all said and done. It's not done yet. Yeah, we'll go to Tennessee I'll look at just one or two of these top stories, and this one grabbed my attention as we talked about things that go on with misconduct with adults. We look at teachers, adults as leaders. Sometimes you can, just by talking with someone, sometimes you pick up on personality traits that makes you go, what if they got a good interview before they were hired? We have a teacher that is accused at White Station High School is the name of the school. That's a little town there. He has been arrested for sending a 14-year-old male, nude pictures of himself, a teacher. Now, I reckon why he wanted to do that. Arrested he is. Tennessee. I'll leave it at that. I won't add any comments to it. I'll let you fill in the blanks. We're all adults here. Have mercy, have mercy. Larry Gill, I'm coming to see you in just a moment. Can't wait to get there. The parade's at 5:30. It's going to be a great one there. If y'all have never met Larry Gill, the mayor, you're really missing out on something. Always a great personality, a smile. That's what Marion's all about. I'll be there in just a few moments as we get this day started there. Let's check your forecast next and get to business this morning. We'll be right back with that. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Marion, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we look at these record highs and record lows, as we saw Chuck there, make sure that you get your gas ready for this coming week. It's going to be downright cold. As we go back, 2016, we had a high of 80 today. We go back to 1963. Wasn't that a Bob Seger song? What was last night? The Sound of Thunder? 16 degrees this day back in 63. I'll quit singing for you. As we look at the forecast for today, 51 is all we can milk out of this. Tonight, be ready for that parade. 27 degrees for a nighttime low. It's going to be chilly. As we look to tomorrow, sunshine. Yeah, well, this is Bama. This is right over across the state line there, 49 there. It looks like we'll get to 50 right there at Livingston, Alabama. 10 degree cooler than Meridian. As we look what's coming. The next 6 to 10 days, it's going to be downright cold. Matter of fact, let's look at our 7-day forecast as we go to our friends at Wilson Salt Outdoors. We come across here highs in the 40s and 50s. Look at Friday. Oh, heavens, a high of 34 next Friday. Are y'all ready for this? Let's go ahead and let's look at Christmas Eve. High of 36. Woo, 2 days in a row, it's going to be bad cold. Nighttime lows 23 here as we look at the nighttime low. 23 degrees. That's going to be pipe-busting weather. Go ahead and make sure you get everything wrapped and ready. As we look at Christmas Day, we'll reach a high of 43. Nighttime low 29 as Rudolph heads back to the North Pole. As we look around, we'll start seeing maybe some 60s by the first of the year. We got cold weather coming. I do hope that you'll be prepared for this. And I said, make sure to get your pipes wrapped and everything ready for that. If you've got a fishing pole, you get a line, I get a pole. Well, you can go out this morning. Chet's Paint and Body reminds you, best time to fish. Well, it's going to be about 1 o'clock this afternoon, 1 until 3 after it kind of reaches its peak there. It'd be kind of perfect for that. For the folks who want to grab a gun this morning, head to the woods. Deer hunting times. Your best time is going to be at 8 a.m. this morning through about 10. A little bit longer hunt there. Be good for you there. Second major time, well, it looks like this afternoon between 2:30 and 3:30, an early hunt, right? Not right at dark. That's a quick look at our forecast this morning as we'll be getting ready to head out to Marion here in a few moments. I hope you'll join the good folks there with everything they've got going on. Let's go check radar real quick if I can pull that back up and make sure everything is fine as we scan the skies to make sure everybody is good. Let's pull this up so you can take a look across the state of Mississippi and the nation as we go to Meridian Honda radar. We got a little bit of showers to the south of Meridian as we look at this. This will be the Shabuta area, Heidelberg. Streets are wet there as you get into Wayne County. A little bit over Thomaston, Alabama, Camden as well. But due south, a few showers there. We had that 20% chance through about 8 o'clock. And, well, y'all are getting that right in that area there. Off to our southwest down in New Iberville, Louisiana, through Baton Rouge. Streets are wet there on I-10. Y'all be careful. Again, thank y'all for dropping by and joining us this morning. We keep you up to date. Vicki, I agree with you. Burr, it's cold. I'll see you very shortly as we begin our day here with the Scotty Ray Report. Thank you and God bless. We'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: